When I was a kid, my parents only ate organic food, and I only ate organic food because I believed them to be right. It wasn't until I reached an older age that I started branching out and making my own decisions, and that led to me eating GMOs. When you're a child, most children follow along with whatever their parents do. They believe that their parents are right and that they know what's best, and they don't question that. For example, kids, their parents, and religion. A child will follow along with what their parents believe in religion without ever stopping to think, is this what's best for me? Is this in my best interest to follow along with this? And it isn't until they reach an older age that they begin to think, maybe that's not what I believe in. Maybe I think this, and that's okay. And I was the same way with organic food and GMOs. When I was a senior in high school, I began to really start making my own decisions and branching out from what my parents did. And when I was in high school, I took a health class. And in that health class, we talked about diets and what we were putting into our bodies. And through that, we talked about organic food and GMOs. And that was when I realized there are actually health benefits to eating GMOs. But I didn't just want to take what I learned in class, so I did my own research on it. And I started realizing GMOs are actually, they can be more nutritious, they're more sustainable for a person, and they can give you more energy throughout your day through smaller servings. Today, I'm an animal science major. A big part of my life is sustainability. So with that being said, I wasn't just going to take health benefits. I wanted to know what these products were doing to the environment. So I began researching how GMOs affected the environment. And what I learned was quite shocking. I actually realized that GMOs have less pesticide uses and other chemicals. So there are less chemicals going into our environment from GMOs, which I never thought was possible. I figured they'd be using more. But these plants have actually been modified to not require pesticides. They're actually resistant to many parasites and other things that would attack organic plants. So you don't have to use pesticides and other chemicals to help make them survive growing. The other thing I learned was they have a longer shelf life. That might not be important to some people, to me it is. That means that they are able to last in stores longer. You can set them and organic products side by side on a shelf, and your GMO is going to last longer because it has been modified to do that. So there is less food waste being thrown away that could potentially go to somebody. Final thing is health with GMOs. To me, health is very important. My family has a history of heart disease, so when I was doing this, I was looking into what side effects you might have from GMOs, what benefits you have from GMOs, and weighing them out to see what met my lifestyle. What I learned was cholesterol levels are actually lower in many GMOs than they are in organic products. That's very important to me because of my family's heart history. And they can actually be more heart healthy for you than these organic products. The other thing that I learned is that GMOs are actually more nutritious. They can provide more energy along with more protein to your average person without suffering having to eat huge quantities of this food. You can still eat small servings and receive all the nutrition you need for the day. These are my note cards that I use with just keywords.